Good morning, students. How are you all? I hope you all are fine. Morning only we have discussed in Cisco WebEx meetings that I tried to gather everybody, but most of the students they didn't get the network. So due to network problem, I am not able to cover others. So those who are missing the classes, they can able to follow by using this video. Today I am going to deal about pre-operative nursing process. So far for the past 1 week we were discussing about pre-operative nursing care, intra-operative nursing care and post-operative nursing care. But the nursing process is something different. As a nurse you must know what are the nursing diagnoses to be applied and what kind of nursing process to be written. So I will list down what are the nursing diagnoses will be coming during pre-operative nursing process. Okay, so during pre-operative period, the patient will have three main nursing diagnoses. One is anxiety related to change in health status. This is the first nursing diagnosis. Anxiety related to change in health status. Then second nursing diagnosis is deficient knowledge. Deficient knowledge. The second is deficient knowledge related to lack of exposure. So everybody will be having this deficient knowledge because none of the patient will be knowing what they will be doing before the surgery and what they have to follow after the surgery. So this deficient knowledge related to lack of exposure is the second nursing diagnosis. Third is risk for infection related to broken skin and other surgical procedures. So risk for infection also is one of the nursing diagnosis. Since this is a risk diagnosis, I have given it as last. So the first year students at first year level, you should know at least these three nursing diagnoses which is to be applied for preoperative client. So one by one we will discuss what is meant by anxiety related to change in health status. So first you should know what is meant by anxiety. Already I used to tell to everybody that you should either write fear or you can go for anxiety. No patient will be having both fear and anxiety because you know that fear, the difference between fear and anxiety. Fear is getting afraid of something, whereas anxiety is excessive fear is called as anxiety. So any patient will never have fear and anxiety together. Either the patient may have fear or the patient may have anxiety. So you can write anxiety. Or if the patient is having slight fear only, there is no excessive fear, then you can go for fear related to change in health status. Definitely during surgery, the person's health status will be changing. It is very important to relieve the anxiety prior to the surgery because anxiety leads to a lot of health problems and it may lead to poor outcome also after surgery. So relieving anxiety is the goal for the nurse. So for this diagnosis, what nursing intervention we are supposed to do? How can we relieve anxiety? How we can able to relieve fear of the patient? Some of the interventions are available. So like you should make the patient to express his feelings. That is, allow the patient to verbalize his feelings so that he can able to get rid of his fear. And you can just give a psychological support for the patient and you take the patient and make him to meet a patient who underwent surgery already and who got recovery. That kind of patient you make him to meet. So that will give you psychological support for your patient. What I am telling, take the patient and make him to meet a patient underwent the same surgery and got relief from problem without any complication. So that is the main nursing intervention we are supposed to do to relieve the anxiety. Then we can give psychological support for family members also, and we can even divert the mind of the patient, and we can give the complete explanation. Can give the complete explanation about the surgery. So all these are the nursing interventions you can perform for relieving anxiety. Understood? So the first nursing diagnosis during preoperative period is anxiety related to change in health status. So for this you set a goal that relieving anxiety. For that, what are the nursing interventions you are supposed to do? I told you what are the nursing interventions. First one is you allow the patient to express his feelings or ventilate his feelings. Then you give psychological support and you give explanation about the surgery, and you make the patient to meet a patient underwent the similar surgery and got recovered. Okay, these are the nursing interventions can be done for anxiety. And then we will move on to the second nursing diagnosis. What is the second nursing diagnosis? Deficient knowledge related to lack of exposure. You know very well, any patient undergoing surgery will not have previous knowledge regarding the surgery, because a surgery is a new exposure for the patient. He may not be knowing what will be going on for him, what will be the post-operative outcome, what he has to do. Those things he will not be knowing. So he will be having deficient knowledge because of lack of exposure. So our goal is giving adequate information for the patient regarding the surgery and the post-operative management. That is our nursing goal. So to meet the goal, what we have to do? You make your patient to verbalize his knowledge, how far he know about the surgery. Because we have to understand what type of knowledge your patient needs. Because some of the patient may be having some idea or some misconceptions about the surgery. So those aspects we have to consider, and you make your patient to express what and all he knows about the surgery. After that, you just explain about the surgical procedure in a simple manner in which the patient can able to follow easily. In such a way you have to express. Then you should use simple language, not a complicated terms. In simple language, in the easy to understandable manner, you explain about the surgical procedure for the patient, and you explain preoperatively what are the procedures will be done, whether nasogastric tube feeding will be given, nasogastric tube intubation can be given, or catheterization will be done, then IV line will be created, then all the jewels, everything will be removed. So all the preoperative preparation you explain to your patient so that he will be getting knowledge. Then along with that, the main important knowledge which you are supposed to give for your patient is pain management after the surgery. Pain management after the surgery, that is very important, because after surgery the patient will be developing pain. This is very real, and you should teach your patient how to do splinting technique to get rid of pain. Because after surgery, if for example abdominal surgery, if your patient is undergoing abdominal surgery, then after surgery when the person is coughing, then immediately there will be stress on over the suture line, the person will be getting more pain. So in order to avoid that pain, you should advise the patient to do splinting technique. How to do splinting technique? Just suppose abdominal surgery, just splint like this. Make your patient to splint like this and cough. That is the main technique you are supposed to use. So splinting technique is very important. Wherever surgery is performed, based on that you teach about splinting technique. Then next is deep breathing and coughing exercise. That also you have to teach. That is very important. Deep breathing and coughing exercise also you have to teach. Because after the surgery, post anesthesia effect will be there, and there will be lot of secretions in the respiratory tract, especially in general anesthesia, lot of secretions will be there in the respiratory tract. So we have to remove the secretions. So in order to bring out that, you should tell your patient to do deep breathing exercise and coughing exercise. So deep breathing exercise and coughing exercise to be taught for the patient. This is also very important. And any other relevant information also to be provided for the patient about the surgery. This nursing interventions will be coming under deficient knowledge related to lack of exposure. I think hope you understood how to give nursing care to relieve the deficient knowledge. Okay, so this is about the second nursing diagnosis during preoperative process. Then third important nursing diagnosis, you see risk for infection. Risk for infection related to broken skin. Third important nursing diagnosis is risk for infection related to broken skin. Any surgical intervention may have broken skin because they are going to make incision in the skin. They are going to pierce the skin and tissues, then only surgery will be performed. So automatically there is more chance of infection, more chances of getting infection. So many procedures are there to prevent surgical infection. So as a nurse, the main thing you are supposed to follow is you have to give proper skin care. That is very important. So make your patient to take thorough bath by using soap and water. Then after that you prepare the skin area. So skin preparation is very important. A clean shaving is very important, and while shaving also there should not be any cut injuries. That is very important. And even a small hair should not be there on the surgical site because the hair will lead to infection. So we have to remove all the hair growth, complete shaving to be done and cleaning to be done. That is very important. So surgical skin preparation is very important. So this aspect you have to give much consideration. Then after that, to prevent infection, we will be giving mouth care, then bowel care of bowel, okay, then an nasogastric tube also to be inserted if needed, because after surgery it is needed. Then catheterization to be done and care of catheters also to be concentrated. So all these aspects, all these ways of getting infection to be concentrated much. So if we are giving a proper nursing care during preoperative period, definitely the risk for infection during postoperative period will be decreased. So by this intervention we can prevent the risk of infection. Okay, so these three nursing diagnoses you concentrate. So during preoperative period you write these three nursing diagnoses. Understood? So dear students, so far I have discussed about preoperative nursing process. That is, what are the nursing diagnosis and goal and interventions during preoperative period. So to summarize, we have mainly three salient nursing diagnoses during preoperative period. Number one is anxiety related to change in health status. This every patient will be having. This is normal. Then second is deficient knowledge related to lack of exposure. So this also all patients will be having. So adequate information about the surgery and the postoperative management to be given. And third is risk for infection related to broken skin. So which includes preparation of the patient for surgery. That is, proper preparation of patient prior to surgery is very important. Okay. Thank you dear students. Let us have the next class regarding intraoperative nursing care plan. Okay. Thank you all for your patient listening. I hope this video will be useful for you to gain the knowledge regarding preoperative nursing care. Thank you students.